Morning everybody. Right, so today I am off to London with my mum, meeting my 4 other girlfriends and their mums, and we've done this for the last over 15 years now, and we normally do it at Christmas, but unfortunately my friend's dad passed away, so we cancelled and we're doing it today instead, and it's kind of a Mother's Day treat. So there's 5 girls and 5 mums, and we all go for a lovely lunch. So we're going up to London today to do that, and I thought I'd do my makeup extra special. Plus, I've got a new foundation that I want to show you all. It's the NARS, what's it called? It's the NARS Light Reflecting one. It's the new one that's really hard to get. I did also buy the Laura Mercier recently, but I think I prefer the NARS, actually. This still feels, even though it's quite light, it's still got a tiny chalkiness to it. And this one is lovely. So I'm going to use this. I'm going to put it on the back of my hand. But I am, because I put some fake tanny on the other night, I am going to add just a tiny bit of my Vita Liberata Beauty Blur, Face Blur, which gives it a little bit of extra darkness. Okay, so I mix it up and I'm going to get that on over the majority of the face. So you can see it's nice and glowy. I think I could have done with the shade up though. I got the shade Patagonia. I think I wish I'd gone one shade darker. But hey ho, I have to treat myself to another one, won't I? And normally you have 2 foundations anyway, because winter and summer skin, so that can be more my wintry one. But down the old neck, use the rest that's on the back of your hand. Put down your neck. There we go, it's really nice, it's light, but it's got nice coverage. Right, and now I'm going to use a little bit of, a little bit extra. Hold on. Tiny bit extra. I'm going to use a beauty blender. Now, I like this one with the point on it because, let's get my mirror, my magnifying mirror, Donna May. And I'm just going to go around the eyes a little bit with that. So it's really nice for just getting in there and softening the base around the eyes. Oh, got a little bit of sleep there. Always remember to do your eyelids. It's quite nice if you point it down that way. It gets right in that corner. It's good for those little creases, actually. I've never been a massive fan of beauty blenders, but recently I'm getting into them. Next, I'm going to use my kabuki brush, big fat kabuki brush like this, which is in the makeup brush set. And I'm going to use the Kylie Jenner. I've run out of my Chanel bronzer, so I'm going to use the Kylie Jenner one, which is really nice colour, actually. It's powder. I do prefer a cream, but actually, you know, you make do with what you've got. And this is number 300. And it's a nice colour brown. Remember, if you do it under this jawline here, it gives you a shadow, and it defines your jawline a little bit. Like that. I'm going to use the Merit one today. So you can put that on like that. Nice little round edge, that one. And then, of course, use my blusher brush, the bristle one, like this, to just tap that in. I'll end up adding more blush at the end, as I always do. Nice. My Benefit highlighter called What's Up. Put it at the end of my nose. Okay. So I'm going to use the Bad Girl Bang brow liner. So what I do is I get close up here. So I go along the bottom of the brow hair. I get a nice sharp line in there. I'll take it from the peak of the brow down like that, right? Well, the only thing with this magnifying mirror is you can see everything. I now need to tweezer some of my hairs out. Okay, put a little bit of colour just in the front there. Just a tiny bit. On the end of my brow brush, I use the spoolie to just brush that colour through the hair, okay? So they don't look too thick and solid, drawn, it looks more natural. I spread the colour. Otherwise they can look really flat and like a tattoo, and a bit harsh. So spread the colour like that. And I'm going to use the Ruby Hammer brow gel to just keep them in place. Like that. Eye 2 brush first. So this one here. This is a Kiko. This is a tiny little Kiko set. And it's number 11. This one. And it's a little duo. Look, isn't it lovely? So I'm going to use the sparkle first. Okay. Next, use your eye blender. Amazing brush, this one here. I'm going to use the darker colour. I'm going to look straight into the mirror. Because I've got slightly hooded eyes, so I'm going to look straight into the mirror and put in that socket line there. Okay, which is where I kind of want the socket line to be. It's not naturally there anymore, it's kind of underneath that skin. So I'm doing that to keep your eyes open. You can create a darkness there that gives the impression of depth. And that's what the socket line does, it gives you that deepness. So once you've got the colour there, you can then just keep adding, get a bit darker and a bit braver. Okay. All you need is the right tools. When you've got the right tools, it's easy. But when you're fiddling around with brushes that just don't do the right job, it makes everything harder. Why make things harder? And you don't need many tools or really expensive tools. You just need the right tools. Okay. And then I'm going to use my little under eye brush. This is such a great brush to take that same colour underneath to create the smokiness. Right, and then I've got this eyeshadow, which is number 8, and it's a gorgeous sparkle, again by Kiko. And I'm just going to use my finger and put a tiny bit of this in the centre of the eyelid. Look how pretty that is. Love that. It's gorge. Nice. Right. Now I'm going to use this one, this slanted brow brush, to do an eyeliner. So, okay, so I'm just going to use a really dark brown eyeshadow. I'm just going to tap the edge of that brush on there. Just tap it away. And all I'm going to do, it's hard to do it in the phone, but all I'm going to do is put a little stamp mark right at the end there, heading up towards the end of my brow, okay? And then I'm just going to stamp that along into the lower lashes. Okay, and then you can drag that out a little bit further if you want to. Just to give that nice cat flick. Not a cat's tail like I called it last week. Okay. Drag that a little bit further out if you want to take it a bit longer. There we go. I stick to the Kiko Maxi mod. I love this because it's a tiny wand. Look at that teeny wand. It's not messy. It doesn't go everywhere and it gets right to the root. And it's really black. It's really dark, so it's great. Okay. This one today, which is by Convie. Ooh, it's called Barely There. So I'm going to wear that, like this. But actually I'm going to wear a mixture of lippies today. Because then I'm going to put on top this Delilah sparkly one. I can't remember the name of it. I can't see the name of it. So I'm going to go back in with my Stila Petunia. Can't beat the blush. Okay.